Right, so you want to start by removing these two lines here. So you have the fuel in line and then the fuel out line. So just take these off, just get some pliers and then squeeze these two bits together, and then you can just pull it out. You can use a towel or whatnot to clean off any fuel that comes out of here. But now you can go ahead and remove the other side as well. Okay, it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to pull it off whilst it's in there. So I'm going to take the fuel filter out of this enclosement. There's just some clips. There's one here, and one here. They're just free. You just bend them backwards, then you can just lift the fuel filter out of here. There's free. Then you can just pull it out. Now that I've got it out, I'm just going to try pull it this way. There we go, it's coming out a bit now. Right, there we go. We squirted fuel a bit, but it's alright. So here's what it looks like. The bottom's flat. It's just a little round box thing like this. There is fuel in here, so it will be a bit heavy. If you spin it around, you'll hear fuel in there. So be careful with this and how you dispose of it and stuff, because there is still diesel inside of here. I'm just going to give the area a little wipe down now. Alright, so I've got the new filter here. Just going to take it out the box. Here it is. It's just another flat round circle thing with two nubs. There are arrows on it. So there's an arrow here showing that it's coming out, and an arrow here pointing inwards to show if you're coming in. So it's going to go back in exactly how it came out, just like this, with the fuel inlet line going to the arrow pointing in, and the fuel outlet line, which is this one, going to the arrow pointing out. So to put it back in, it's exactly the same. You just pop it back in there and click it down. So I'm just going to move these out the way. Pop it in here. Just push down and clip the clips back over it. Nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the cover off of here, this little white cover. Then we're going to put the fuel inlet line back on. Just like that. And get your pliers and then put the clip back over where it came from. Okay, that's back on there now. So now that that's on there, we want to fill this fuel filter with fuel. So you want to prime the fuel pump, I believe the correct saying is. So I'm gonna get a water bowl, put that under here. I'm just gonna turn on the car, not like fully turn it on so the engine's running, but just turn on the ignition so that the fuel pump gets working and pumps fuel into here. Then when the fuel starts pouring out of here into the cup, then I'll stop and put the fuel outlet line back on there. Get the cup. I'll put that up here for now. I'm just gonna put this cup over there, so when fuel starts coming into the cup, we'll stop. Let's just turn it on like that. Back off. On like that. Back off. On like that. Alright, that's enough times as I can see the fuel going into the cup. Right. There's the diesel and the cup. So now that fuel is traveling through here nicely, we can now go ahead and put back on the outlet pipe back over here. Okay, now the clamp is back on there again. Then you're done. So I'm just going to give it one final wipe down just in case there's any fuel anywhere. Once you've put everything back together, you just want to put your key in the ignition and then turn it on and off again, like how we did to prime this full of fuel. Just do that like 3 or 4 more times before you actually then start the engine. There we go, the engine starts. I'm happy with that. So that's job done. As I'm not made of money, I don't want to waste any fuel, so I'm gonna put my finger over the fuel inlet part, and then through the outlet port I'm just gonna put the bottle over here and then just tip it over and let all of the fuel pour out of the filter. When the fuel stops coming out of here, just switch it around and block off this one and then pour in the other side, and then you should get some more fuel to pour out as well, as you can see. Okay, I finally finished pouring all of the rest of the fuel out into here. As you can see, it looks a bit dirtier than when we just used the bottle to prime the fuel in there, because obviously the fuel filter was a bit dirty, like the old one, so the fuel from there has turned it a bit dirty. But now with all this fuel, you can just go ahead and pour this back into your car as to not waste any fuel. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, there we go. Nice clean bottle top to work with now. Just going to pour that in there. There we go. Now you're completely done. So now if you liked this video, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Until next time, peace.